As I speak to you right now, Otobi Akpa is under attack. These herdsmen, they have taken over Otobi Akpa. Please and please and please, we are calling on all security agencies right now. Swing into action. No sleeping. Please, everybody should be at alert right now. Even Otuko guys, be at alert.
The question Nigerians will ask themselves is, what exactly is the value of a Nigerian life in Nigeria today? What is it worth? 52 people were killed.
I just spoke to this girl now. Hear her voice.
These people are even more than 100. There are plenty. So many of them divided themselves into the whole village. Burning houses. My neighbor.
So sorry.
They killed my uncle.
She's panicking. She's panicking, guys. Otobi Akpa is under attack. Please, please, please. We need all the security agencies on our.
So the video playing above me is the mass burial of 51 persons that were killed in a community called Zike in Plateau State on Palm Sunday, being 13th of April 2025.
I am going to say this because the media people are not doing this government any service. Rather than telling us the truth that he is unwell, because human beings can fall sick.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. Where is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? This becomes a quest and a question that nobody have answer to. Though everybody knew that he said, according to him, he's going to France for a summit. But unfortunately, something unexplainable happened. Tinubu went to France for a summit, but the president of France left the country and go to Egypt for their own personal issues. And this becomes a misreactions in Nigerian, and everybody is talking. That is what we're going to be deliberating. What is President Tinubu doing to Nigeria, and how has he ruled the country since he took over office 2 years plus now? Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video of VDM on how he talks about the Plateau, the kind of people that is happening in Plateau, and nobody, no presidential person or the president himself seems to be more concerned. I want you guys to watch this video.
So the video playing above me is the mass burial of 51 persons that were killed in a community called Zike in Plateau State on Palm Sunday, being 13th of April 2025. Palm Sunday, on a Sunday morning, they were attacked by herdsmen. Now, those herdsmen invaded this community. They killed father, mother, and children. There are different videos and pictures of children that I have lying on the ground, but I cannot post that because of community guideline. Before this particular attack, there was also an attack in Bokos community in Jos. Before this one, there was also an attack in Bokos community in Jos. Now, you see Plateau State as a whole. I don't think there's any state in Nigeria that have suffered tremendously loss of life. I don't think there's any state in this country. And as small as that state, nothing seemed to be done. Last year, I went to that same Jos. I went to Bokos community, where they even burned some people. They unalived them with fire. They scattered their properties. I even took pictures with the children. Nothing happened. The government didn't do nothing. Do you understand? Now again, this month of April alone, attack in Jos. I don't think there's any state in Nigeria. I don't think there's any state in Nigeria that have suffered what those people in Jos have suffered. And that they send army go Port Harcourt for state of emergency. It's painful. Now, I want to call the attention of my brothers in the north. You see the way we call for justice about the Uromi matter, which is good. I mean, we all condemn that. This one, nobody talk. This attack happened on a Sunday. On a Sunday, Palm Sunday. None of na talk from the north. Nobody is saying this thing, this killing that happened in Jos. Why? Condemn it at least. Let's have one voice to stand against this spying that is happening, especially in that Jos and of course Benue State. None of Nagri talk. Do you understand? And you people don't understand that if we don't join voice together to condemn all these acts, it will keep on growing. Say now until they buy Muslim, now we go talk. I don't know. I'm not trying to push blame on you guys, but what I'm trying to say is we need to be in unity to condemn all these acts. On Sunday, Palm Sunday for that matter, 51 persons. 51 persons. I don't know, and President said not even in Nigeria. Just that just I don't know. I don't, like I said, no state in this country don't suffer waiting those people don't suffer. I did look the picture of the children like this for my phone. As I look at them and say, God, wait till be this. I see the other one for Bokos first hand. Don't be so they tell me I go there. I went there, I saw it first hand like this. I see people for ground. I see people where they burn fire. I see the ones where they, bro. And the painful part is that it's not as if the government cannot do anything, but I don't know what the problem is. I don't know.
Now, this also tells about the tribalism bigotry that's happening in Nigeria. Remember, I talked about how the Yoruba don't really care about what is happening in Nigeria as long as President Tinubu is there. Now, this is Plateau on how a lot of people are being by and no Northerners have spoken to condemn this. But if it was to be the one that happened in Uromi, hey, every Northerners, no, don't say that, yeah, it's a crime. If you buy Fulani, it becomes a big crime and a national threat to Nigerians and the Northerners. But if Fulani buy hundreds people, they just felt like it's normal, you know, they are Fulani and just leave them. You guys watch these particular videos of this guy who have been outspoken saying that what Nigeria President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing, for me, basically, does not really make sense. How will something drastic is happening in your own country and your president is busy relaxing? We'll be right back. I want you guys to watch this video.
Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. President, sir, at what point will the lives of Nigerians begin to have value and meaning in this country? National Security Advisor Oganuhu Ribadu, IG of Police Kayode Egbetokun, Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Defense Staff, Ministers of Defense. The constitution of this country, they clear that the primary responsibility of government will be the protection of life and property, not just to the build coastal highway, because infrastructure will be built for human beings where they are alive to fit user. That is, more than 50 people were killed in Plateau State, and the president still there for France. They meditate and ponder about in reform of his government. Not to talk about the ones where they kill for Kebi, Katsina State, Funtua local government. The ones where they don't kill for Benue, for Ondo where they protest. Up till today, the president never visit one of those communities because he doesn't think it is very important. That is, the entire country is a theater of war and blood, and there is no sense of urgency on the part of politicians to resolving this issue of insecurity, because you have failed to tell yourself the truth about insecurity, and of course because you are protected. The security apparatus of Nigeria is then made to protect the politicians and the elite. If to say one senior politician don't die from these bandits and terrorist attacks, the rest go sit up to fix the issue of insecurity. But when you don't fear God, you cannot value human life. That is, Nigeria don't reach the point where we say the lives of human beings don't become ordinary data and statistics. If we wake up tomorrow, 50 killed in Plateau, they say, 2023 should be 100. 40 killed in Benue, it be 70 now before now. 20 killed in Zamfara. Nigerians, human beings with loved ones, people will get name, person papa, person mama, person pikin, person brother. Human beings, mothers slaughtered on top of children, people killed in the most heinous and barbaric manner. Yet, there is no sense of urgency in resolving the issue. Nigerian politicians, you have failed to tell yourself the truth. And if as leaders, you are not part of the solution, then you are part of the problem. And we know if it use problem to solve problem, we are wasting our time. The solution for Nigerians now, not to fix INEC so that you can get incompetent leaders with sincerity of purpose. If not, waiting with the use, not to use problem, solve problem, it will not work. It is a waste of everybody's time. When you talk tomorrow, APC supporters go say no be today the thing start. So because no be today starts, no be today it go end. Plateau State done the battle insecurity from as far back as Governor Joshua Dariye, even before him, until today. What exactly they go on with Nigeria insecurity? Waiting they happen with ungoverned spaces for Nigeria. Bokos, Mangu local government, every day Benue, Agatu, Gumagwe. What exactly is the problem? Nigerian security system. Nigerian law enforcement system, why be say our own intelligence no dey fit catch criminals and kidnappers? Now when it comes to peaceful protesters, now that time when intelligence go work. Once you say peaceful protest go day tomorrow, police go get intelligence today. Nigerians with they play make una they deceive on ourselves. What exactly is the truth? Create state police, they say no, governors go abuse them. The ones where federal government abuse police, now who carry them go prison? Nigerians, we must tell ourselves the truth. We should not allow the death of fellow human beings to go without notice. Imagine say as we sit down for this Lagos, people you hear say they go attack your community, slaughter your loved ones, God forbid. Because for Nigeria, there are so many ungoverned spaces. You get places where you go there. If anything they happen that they kill people there, now only blood of Jesus and inshallah go fit help now. The security does not even get up to that point. Nigeria, we must develop a higher level of moral consciousness. What exactly be the truth about insecurity for Nigeria? National Security Advisor make statement talk say the greater percentage of weapons where the criminals that they use, it come from stolen weapons from government armory. That is criminals and bandits, they get access to steal government weapons, use them, they kill citizens, and the government is unable to protect the citizens. Hey! Nigerians so much you. Nigerians, because of our criminal justice system, we fail to prosecute people where they don't catch before. The governor come out for Plateau State, come make statement say the era of perpetrators going free has ended. So it been don't get the time where people where kill people, they catch them, they arrest them, and later they free them. Make we they play Nigerians. Very soon the truth will come out. How many be police and what exactly is the capacity of our law enforcement to protect people? The former IG of police under Jonathan, IGP Solomon Arase, he talk him. He said out of the about 400,000 police where they Nigeria, about 200,000 are protecting politicians and their families and the elites. Calculate the number of police where they protect governor, deputy, in wife, their family, all speaker, House of Reps, their families, all House of Rep member, all senators, judiciary, State House of Assembly, commissioners, everybody. Not to talk about the ones where they for religious institutions, where they protect Mommy Gio, Daddy Gio, their family, the one where they protect Imam, Sheikh, Alufa, and the rest of traditional institutions, the one where they carry posts for Olori. How many police go remain to protect others? For Nigeria, if you make small change, even as Yahoo boy, you fit carry 2 mopo. That's how they be. That is the recklessness and anyhowness in Nigeria's system. Tomorrow they go say, may they call army to come. How many be army? What is their welfare? Nigerian military is actively in work in the 36 states of Nigeria, including FCT. And Nigeria know they fight war with any other country. People are living in internally displaced people camps in this country in their thousands. Even in Abuja, yet Nigeria know they fight war with another country. Nigerians, we must wake up. Nigerians, to put value on our lives, it depends on us. Now, the same value where we want to see, now we must demand for. We must demand for the kind of value and dignity that should be accrued to a human life. Every day, slaughtering of human beings, and everybody just they move on. Tomorrow, those of you will be Yoruba Ronu, because you think the president from your place, you want to come do ethnic bigotry. I pity you. You are amongst men most miserable. Go ask people of Katsina State. 8 years of shouting, say Baba, how far? How many they carry for Funtua local government? You should know that today's victims were yesterday's survivors. Tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The dead can no longer die. The next set of people will go die when Nigeria go happen to, it will be from the living. May your own life not become statistics of data of banditry and kidnapper before you receive sense and courage to demand for a better country to protect everybody instead of supporting evil and injustice. May God protect the life of the living, grant rest to the dead, and give the living wisdom to act in our own interest. God bless Nigeria. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Despite the crisis in Nigeria, do you know that your president is either chilling in France or in the hospitals in France? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They're hiding it from everybody.
I am going to say this because the media people are not doing this government any service. Rather than telling us the truth that he is unwell, because human beings can fall sick. When we were campaigning, we knew he was unwell. When I was in London, I heard they got him coming out from St. Mary's Hospital. Rather than telling the people the truth that he has gone on medical vacation, that he is unwell and has gone to examine himself in a hospital, so that at least you don't portray him as being insensitive, so that you don't portray him as enjoying while Nigeria is burning. They are saying he has jetted out to enjoy himself. What sane leader will go out to enjoy himself when more than 150 persons have died in a boat mishap? If that is true, then you cannot blame Governor Sim Fubara for saying that there is a need to build a psychiatric hospital to examine our leaders, because that's the only thing left to do. It is their positions and power, not the people, and the people must rise up to defend themselves from these leaders.
Remember how Buhari was also traveling frequently to UK for medical aid? I don't know why these people are not building that exclusive or massive or whatsoever equipped hospital in Nigeria they can patronize. Before Buhari left power, he spent nothing less than, I think, over 25 billion to build Aso Rock Hospital. Either 25, if I'm not mistaken, but I know it's more than 14 billion to build an hospital, saying that no presidential head or president himself will fly outside the country for medical attention or medical treatment anymore. But Buhari did not build that hospital the moment he resumed office. He waited until a few months before he left office, before he spent over 40 billion to build that hospitals in Aso Rock, saying that it's well equipped, that no government official, presidential official, or president himself will have to fly out of the country anymore for medical treatment. But still, despite the money, Tinubu is still traveling to France for regular medical treatments, allegedly, but everybody knows that what is happening. How many of you saw this particular video that time? Although it was a picture of him like connected pipe, this tells that he can't even breathe. He can't even breathe. Maybe he's passing urine through this place. You saw the pipe that is connected to his heart. Now I want you guys to watch this particular video of Adetun on how she reacted to all of this. We'll be right back. There are a lot of videos we're going to talk about.
Hey, waiting I hear. So the people when they give appointment for Abuja, say make them come Sorok this week. They send a France. APC. Hey. Oku o fara pamo fe nto masin. All this packaging, well, now they package my papa, I don't understand. So you are telling us now that we that have appointment in Abuja this week, we should go to France. So they don't open another APC presidency office for France. Baba go for medical. Baba no way. This is the problem that I have in this country. After I go say this girl no get home training, what is the lies for? The president is not feeling one. Somebody that is politically 73 years old, originally above 80. My own father, you are now packaging for the citizens that Baba has gone for meeting in France. Share Asia Sorok in France. Who is that person that released that press statement? Instead of you people to tell the people the condition that Baba is, so that they will be praying for the president. Baba needs prayer. Who has the highest number of churches in the world? Nigeria. Àwọn aláàfáà tó máa ń ganu sí àtàwọn tí ò ń ganu sí Nigeria ni. So why are you telling like that? Baba he go France, he go review policy. Jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run so say policy what they want review. Nton, he don't pay IMF loan. Nigeria is no longer part of the 10 countries that are owing. At least Baba don't dey random. Give people such information. Let them know what the party has done and what the presidency has done too. Give them one they told it one Baba has gone to France to go and review. At whose cost? Is it person who sponsor Tinubu go France to go review? John Tolona, which policy will not be review for here? The policy that the food they are sharing up is not reaching down. Now you won't go review. The policy that local government share all the money where they are collecting, they pocket them. Now you won't go review. All the money where they give governors, they are not distributed equally. Shall not that one go review for France? And this government is deceiving the people, and you know that is what I don't like. My parents, I will backslide. But to be born again, me, because I want people to focus on the focus and work. But this lie that you are lying to the citizens, I don't like it. Stop disrespecting the voters. Except it is not their vote that counted. Stop disrespecting the voters. Why are you lying to people in the age of democracy? Baba is not feeling fine. Baba wants to go and see a doctor. Say they don't repair all the hospital for Nigeria. When Baba go the one where they for. I be no hospital for Bodilon area. Check out your hospital ní Ìkòyí, Ìkẹjà, Surulere and Tinsi, Abi Abuja. They have not fixed the health system of this country. So Baba will still go to France to see doctor. As a matter of fact, personal doctor, why are you packaging it? Now it's a Gen Z. You people are packaging lie. The president is not feeling fine. We don't have facility to take care of the president. The president want to go and receive medical attention. So shut down. All the people where they give appointment for Abuja for this week and next week, share. Now France will go enter plane by. Eh? You'll be deceiving the people. You'll be deceiving. Definitely, it's like their vote did not count. Their vote did not count because what is the audacity that you people have? Media aid, the Minister of Information, who disseminated this kind of information to the public. Baba not sending all this lie. Baba is not feeling fine. Make una gather all the pastor, Allah of Awoli. Make them they pray for Baba. That God should strengthen him. Baba think that kusherensi. Baba they faint anyhow. Let them pray for him. Don't package him. Don't let anything be sudden. Let our mind be prepared for the best or the worst. Mama Parosh, Sabi lie for people. Tell the truth and let the devil be ashamed. Baba is not feeling fine. Anybody above 65 can fall sick. And Baba is not even 65. Baba is not, okay, politically 75. He is still in the range of people that can fall sick. I will only come one Madame of France and see because I want to see president. Please.
A lot of Tinubu or Yoruba or tribalism bigotry people still believe, oh, don't talk about him. When Buhari was there, did he say anything? No, I don't know. So it seems to be like no matter how bad that president or that person is, as long as you speak your language or practice your culture, it seems to be more perfect. But everybody is suffering the pain. Everybody is on everybody DM, begging out, suffering, and asking for urgent 2K, but they cannot hold their president accountable. Just recently, CBET showed Nigeria shaggy by sweeping over 1.something trillions of Nigeria hard-earned money because of investment. Everybody wants to make money by every means, but they don't want to hold their president accountable for any means. But now, what is President Tinubu doing to Nigeria, and how has he ruled the country since he took over office 2 years plus now? Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video on Arise TV News to make breakdown on how the president have been borrowing ever since he took office since 2023 till date. They have borrowed Nigeria into debt. In all of this, it seems not to be consigned to President Tinubu, but I want you guys to watch it. We'll be right back.
Let me first of all say that I'm not against borrowing. Even the greatest countries in the world, America, Japan, China, all are big borrowers. But they borrow for physical, tangible, and accountable projects that you spread and pay over time. But my worry is not even in the borrowing, it's what you borrow for. Let me give you quickly a rundown of what I checked. You see, in June 2023, $500 million was borrowed for women program to scale up what they call NPWPLC. Can you see that? Can Nigerians see it? Where are the women? Then on June 23rd, the same day, $800 million was borrowed to cushion the impact of high petrol prices after fuel subsidy removal. How? Where? Then on September 23rd, 2003, under the same government, $700 million was borrowed again for adolescent girls' initiative for learning and empowerment. Then, on December 23rd, the same thing, $750 million borrowed through what they call renewable energy scale-up. Then, June 24th, 2024, $1.5 billion was borrowed to support Nigeria's reform for economic stabilization to enable transformation.
That one sounds very spurious, I have to be honest.
Okay, you see? Then in June 24th, $750 million again was borrowed for immediate financial and technical support for efforts to stabilize economy and to scale up support to the poor and most economically at risk. Then on September.
Well, they would argue that particular one that they've been making payments to a lot of poor people.
Where are the poor people?
Some of their cash transfers and things like that.
Look, whenever you are doing something, if it is true, somebody will come out to say thank you.
But are these loans, are they approved by the National Assembly? I mean, do they pass through your Senate for
No,
approval?
what passes through the Senate so far as this is these are itemized.
Right, the bulk of it passes
No, the bulk,
through.
you don't pass the bulk, you pass the itemized. If, for example,
Right.
before...
So were all these itemized things approved?
Not to my
so you're saying they're extra?
Not to my knowledge, not to my knowledge.
Because
not
I know that...
Because such amount, there was the medium-term expenditure framework.
Right.
It's something that they bring and we look at and maybe approve it, but that is not to say it's a blanket.
So you're saying
approval.
these things are have bypassed the National Assembly?
That is it so far.
The reason I say that is that I know that in November 2024, the Senate approved like, I don't know, 1.7 trillion naira or something to that effect that the government had requested, which is like several...
No, it's not. Charles, get it clear. Before you pass the budget annually, there's the midterm expenditure framework that must come before the National Assembly for approval. These are the things that the government is anticipating to spend, but that is not to say that even if it is approved, it's a blanket approval. No.
Right.
Every item, every of this...
must be accounted.
Yes.
Right.
No, because you need to ask questions. How are you going to do that? How is it important? And when is the money? What are the terms? All these things are supposed to be discussed first before you engage in it. That is the National Assembly approval. But as I said, when you total these borrowings, the figure I got here is about $9.45 billion, which translates to about 13 trillion. And as I said, I mentioned most of them. These are items that are either intangible, those items are not, it has nothing to do with infrastructure. I would have supported, for example, that the country is borrowing even more than that to build our infrastructures, to build railway, to build our
But you're
roads.
saying that these things that you're mentioning,
Yes.
they're not tangible things.
They are not
that
tangible
you can
things
hold on
that you can hold on to.
Right.
And these are things that you pay in the next 40, 50 years.
Now, I want you guys to also understand that why is it that until a presidential candidate is very sick, he can never be selected to become a president in Nigeria? Like, look at all the Africa APC presidents in different countries, in their different region, in their different manner, in their different sickness. Now, this is so painful. These are countries' presidents, Guinea and all of them. Look at how sick these presidents are. They refuse to leave the office and they're not doing nothing. They are doing nothing. Nothing is working in their country, which they preside over. Now, let's call the spade a spade. I also want you guys to watch this particular video of...
Yes.
So how do we start to declare war against insecurity in Nigeria?
The question Nigerians will ask themselves is, what exactly is the value of a Nigerian life in Nigeria today? What is it worth? 52 people were the president is reflecting about his policies in a foreign country. If cows of herdsmen, you will see Mieti Allah will come out and put out a statement. If we decide that as a people, we have accepted our fate, that there is no value or dignity to the Nigerian life, we can keep quiet and wait for your turn. Tomorrow it is Ondo, next tomorrow. Look at one of the Afenifere leaders, Paru Ben Fashoronti. You remember his daughter, the poor woman who had lived all her life overseas. She came to attend an event. She was carried by herdsmen and they killed that poor lady. So you think that it does not come close to you until it strikes you. There are people from the east today in Nigeria who cannot go to their villages to go and attend anything. They are stuck in other cities.
Even in Benue, they can't go to their farms.
They can't go to their farms. And then you are talking of why there is hunger and everything. Farmers cannot go. They are being slaughtered. So all of us will have to ask ourselves the question, are we worth the life that we have? Do we really want to dignify the Nigerian life Imagine 50 US citizens killed by not hurricane, earthquake, internal security. Somebody went and slaughtered, and the president of America is in another country, reflecting on his policies. Nigerians have become so used to bad governance that we have accepted our fate. So we have become docile. There is maximum frustration in Nigeria, but the question is, with your frustration, what is the action? Anger is not a plan.
So what is the action?
All of us must decide to begin to get good leadership. And it must come back to this issue of INEC. You cannot do, if you do a revolution today, because you hear some people shout revolution now, if you chase President Tinubu or any other person in government who takes over, you must go back to the electoral system. Because that is the only system that will bring a government that will have legitimacy to rule. So whether or not you like, look at what happened in Bangladesh. You protest, you went there.
So these reforms that you are asking for, who
Yes.
is in charge of doing the reform? Is it not your National Assembly?
It is the National Assembly.
So what are we saying?
That is where men must mount. That is where the focus must be. The protest that will happen in Nigeria, that will change Nigeria, will be in the National Assembly. It is not the Senate President's house. It is the People's Parliament. Whatever change you want from your constitution or from your laws will be gotten there. And if the people are not ready to give it to you willingly, you must exert pressure, maximum civil pressure, peacefully, as democratic fundamental human right, to get what you want. Other than that, until Nigerian politicians, the people in power, begin to become afraid of the power of the people, Nigeria will not change. For as long as we are the ones who are afraid of them, we will continue in this suffering and killing. Unfortunately, they are protected and insulated. On the next, if a war happens or any natural disaster, they have private jets that are parking. Their children are not even here. So if you begin to think of that and you think of our lives, then we must get the wisdom and courage. We no wonder. Nigerians are dying. You know, one protest. People are dying without protest. The ones who they're killed in Plateau, were they protesting against government? We must protest peacefully and demand for change. It doesn't come easy. Your oppressors will not hand you freedom on a platter now. You will rise up and take it.
Comfort says.
Anyway, this is what going to be ending the video today. Remember, we love you, God love you more. Until we meet again, peace out. Please comment your thoughts in the comment section. Bye.